Hey, very good morning, guys, and welcome to today's live decoding session for Banknifty futures. Today is Tuesday. Today is also the Nifty expiry, the 31st of October. And let me just quickly share my screen and let's first of all understand what happened yesterday. Okay, so first of all, we opened pretty flat yesterday. So we opened, below the previous day's close. So the inventory, pre-open inventory was short, and after that we had a nice correction, and supply got shut off around 40 to 670. Plus, this is the zone where there are trapped sellers. And after that, what happened is we saw continuation higher. Basically, we had one-time framing higher, and the fifth bar is where we broke, and then supply started to come in around 43 to 44, and 43 388 is the next area where I'm looking for more selling. Okay, so as I have just started a bit late today, let me just see what's the pre-open data. So we are opening about 317 points, so we are opening with a gap up. Now that's a good sign. So yesterday a lot of people again would have gone long looking at the close around the highs. Now as we are opening 300 points, right? So I'm looking for sellers around 700 or 675. 43,600. So 43,700, 43,600 is where I'm expecting a couple of sellers. Also above 43,532. So this is where I'm seeing there are trapped buyers, and there are more trapped buyers around the 43,819 or 43,800 zone. Okay. So what I'm looking at is, as the auction is going to open, do I get some responsive selling or not? So where I'm expecting seller to step in is 675, 532 and 819. Yeah, this is the overall bigger range where I am looking for a seller. So the auction has opened. So 532, it has clearly broken. Now I'm looking for some responsive buying at 388, and I want this gap to be filled. Filling the gap, I want it to move again higher. It is moving higher. And let me just switch back to the order flow chart, and we'll be looking at it. Okay, so 388 is where, so it has closed. Has it closed the gap? Let me just quickly look at it, because this was a pretty fast move. Yeah, it has closed the gap, and the gap has been filled, and some responsive buying is happening. The supply is shutting off. Okay, so this is the previous day's high. It is not yet tagged, but I'm seeing more sellers coming into the system. And the reason why I said that I'm looking for responsive selling is primarily previously. So this is the balance. This is the overall balance where some accumulation of inventory has happened, and those who bought here looking at the gap up, they will be looking to sell. So the buyers here are the sellers here, right? So with the prices getting marked up, and they are the ones who are in profit, they are the ones who are looking to exit the trade. That's why some responsive selling came in. Now I'm seeing more supply, so I'm observing supply again to reinitiate at 675 and 819 from the higher time frame perspective, but currently we are looking below and failing. So 388 is the line in sand, and currently I am seeing some of the supply or the sellers are getting trapped. Okay, so the time is just 9:16. It's just been a minute or 2 minutes. So let's just wait. Now there is still this gap, which is not yet. There is a micro gap which is not yet filled. I want this particular gap to be filled, and if this breaks, then I'm looking for the price to move lower, and 43,300 is the zone where I'm looking for some responsive buying. Okay, so currently I'm not looking to take any long or any short trade. The reason is I'm looking for a chop. So currently this is the zone where we have got trapped buyers, plus there are sellers or there is supply. This is the zone where we have got trapped sellers. Okay, so we are going to chop in this 40-point range. So let it chop, let it go. Now there's another thing which I was looking at. It is called micro profiles. Okay, so this is a micro profile. Okay, let me just expand this chart. But basically This I'm just using the structure, the structure, the market profile structure, to understand, using micro profiles. And currently there is this gap which is not yet filled, so I want this particular gap to be filled. There is a seller at 440. Now I'm looking for continuation lower. I want this gap to be filled, and I am looking for responsive buying at 43,300. So 43,300 is, this is where I'm looking for responsive buying, and this is the previous day's close. Currently the inventory is long. We have a gap up opening. That is a good sign for the bulls, not for the bears. And let's see whether we fill this gap or not. Okay, here is the VWAP, and overall if you see, the value is developing higher. These are the areas where I am looking for adding the calls. So let's see, so we are going to chop in this 40-point range. What happens? So this is resistance, this is support. We are just chopping in between those two zones. Okay, so let me just clear this level. Yep, it is trying to fill the gap. It has filled the gap, and from the order flow perspective, I'm seeing more sellers are coming in on the spot chart. Also on the future chart, I'm seeing more supply coming in. Similarly, similar reaction seen in HDFC Bank. There are more buyers trapped above 1500, and sellers are the ones. So okay, so this was a nice move. It is again moving higher. Now I'm looking for continuation higher. So let me just go to the micro balances. Okay, so 388. Okay, it is seeing some supply coming in. So this is the time to just wait and watch. Okay, so this particular gap, does it get filled? So currently there is a seller at 362. Yes, the gap is getting filled. So let it drop, and this is the zone where I'm looking for some responsive buying. Okay, so don't chase this. It has now entered into the previous day's range, also the previous day's value. Okay, so seller seen at 43,600. Now let's see 43,300, do the supply shuts off or not. We are nearing to the 43,300 level. Also, I'm using a bigger order flow charts. Okay, so this is where I'm looking for some absorption. So this is the zone where, and this is exactly at 43,300. So let the price come lower, and let me just look at the inventory which is getting built. Okay, so 43,000 is where a lot of put positions are getting created. This is where straddle positions are currently getting created. So yeah, I'm looking for this 300 level to be broken now. Okay, and clearly sellers is seen at this particular level from the HVN. Okay, I'll just close this. Just close this. Also close this. Okay, so we moved back within the previous day's range, and again it is moving higher. Now I'm looking for supply to reinitiate and take the auction lower, because this is where there is liquidity present. Okay, so supply is shutting off at 43,334. Now 362, do we see a seller? Next is 390. Let me just go to the micro profiles, and what are they suggesting? So there is a 2 tick excess, but I am looking for sellers at 386. So let's see whether we get that, whether we see them or not. So nice short covering is happening now. So the sellers here failed. Now again they will be initiating trades here and here. Okay, so let me clear this, and oh, we also have got open equal to high. Plus today we have got a gap. Okay, So let me just mark those gaps. And this is the other gap. Okay. Yep, so sellers are currently winning. They will be taking the auction lower, and 4300 is the zone where I'm looking for some response to buying. So I have not yet taken any trades yet. I'm just observing how the price is developing. So there is supply seen at 362. Now next destination is 334. So overhead we have supply. Also from the print, let me just go to the print, right? So more buyers are coming in. There are sellers trapped here. HDFC clearly there is trapped seller, so this is gonna go lower. Okay, so I'm looking for continuation lower. Come on, close. So this is where I'm looking for some responsive buying and supply to be shutting off. And see the price action now. The supply is getting absorbed. Okay, so this is that move, which is happening. And in HDFC Bank, if you see 1485 is where I'm expecting some responsive buying, but there is some front running happening. So supply is shutting off at 307. What's the low? The low is 302.35. Okay, so I want, let's see whether the 307 is tagged. Do we see? I'm looking at the reaction at 307 now. So I'm expecting supply to shut off here, and also the standard deviation, which is again at 279. So what I'm looking for is, if it is not able to take out this level, then I'm looking for a mean reversion trade towards VWAP. Let's see whether we get that or not. But overhead there is supply present. Okay, this is the zone where I'm expecting some responsive buying. Okay, so it is coming lower. That's good. So we are entering into an area where previously this is where there are trapped sellers. So they will be the one who will be buying here. Okay, so I'm actually looking at this particular level. So this is where I can add a call. The next level is here. So the inventory is flat now. And if we look at HDFC Bank, it would be at the nearing the demand zone. Okay, futures, this is where there are trapped sellers. Sorry, I'm still coughing. I don't know when my health will be good. Okay, so some price stability. I'm looking for some price stability now. And some signs seen. So 307 is now again the area where I'm looking at. Let me look at the structure. Yeah, structurally we are pretty balanced. So this is where I was looking for sellers. They have came in. This is where I was looking for supply to shut off. And this is the balance where, again, buying will be coming in. So a short covering sort of candle is seen right now. Now I want 334 to be taken out. Let's see whether that happens or not. So 334 and 307, these are the two zones, where I'm observing how the price is developing. Now, alternatively, other plan which I have is, if this level breaks, then look for continuation lower. Yeah, this is a nice zone where I am looking for responsive buying, but if that breaks, then I'm looking for all the lower stops, the J low, the K low, all the lower stops to be taken out and retest the single print. So yesterday, we have got another area where, so we had a single print developed yesterday. This is where, I'm looking for again next set of responsive buying. Okay. So let's see whether the auction moves out of previous day's range or not. So the previous day's range is at 350. 350 is here. Yep, so there is a seller coming in at 334. So 307, 334, this is the zone where I'm currently observing the auction. Also, if you have got any comments or questions, feel free to use the live chat. Currently, I have not taken any trades yet. I had a plan, but yeah, I was not able to sleep yesterday, so I'm still a bit drowsy. So I just want to observe and watch the market, how the auction is getting developed. So this is the seller zone, and this is another selling zone. Okay, let's see. So we are just again chopping back to chopping. So seller seen at 334. So do we see another buyer at 307? 930 will be coming up. Sellers are moving higher. So I want 330, 330 to cross, then 350. After 350, the next destination is 381. Yeah, let's see. So I'm looking for seller at 330, 350 and 380. Okay, it looks like it's gonna develop lower. Okay, do we see any responsive buying now? Do we see look below and fail? Nope, we are seeing continuation. Now things are starting to get interesting. So this level has broken. Now I'm looking for continuation lower. Yeah, that's the trade plan. So I'm looking for the L level, L, JK and L lows to be cleared out. Let's see. So this is a gap. Okay, yep. Some responsive buying will be coming in, but this level I'm looking for it to be getting cleared, and I want auction to develop, price to develop lower. Okay, the next set of stops are at L period low, which is at 201. Okay, and we are also nearing towards the previous day's cost basis. So that's where you can expect some responsive buying or supply to be shutting off, and 43,000 is where we are heading towards. Okay, so HDFC Bank has not yet tagged the 84 level, sorry 85 level. Some responsive buying is seen here. but I am looking for continuation lower. Okay, and this is again an HVN. This is where I'm looking for again some responsive buying. So let's see whether this level is cleared or not. Okay, so L period, basically I'm looking for a look below and fail setup here. This is where supply is going to get shut off. If it does not, then G and K lows are the ones where I'm looking for it to get cleared. So this is acting as, currently it is acting as a level of support. We are seeing a responsive buying, short covering is seen. This is where even the print is helping to identify the trade direction. So this was a quick scalp trade. Let me also clear this. So overhead we have supply. We just had a small responsive set of responsive buying. I am looking for continuation lower, and I want the L period to be taken out, and JK and L, and the next destination is 4360 to 4340, this 20-point range, because this is where there are stacked buyers. Okay, so pretty volatile moves, sellers shutting off, supply shutting off, again supply coming in. So we are back into the 250 to 224 range. By the way, tomorrow I won't be coming live. I have got a couple of work engagements, so tomorrow I am gonna skip. I might see you again on Thursday. Okay, so tomorrow's Banknifty expiry session, I won't be able to decode the open. Okay, so some wicks are getting formed. So 252 supply is shutting off. Now let's see if we continue higher. So 252 and 279 are the zones where I'm observing the selling. Yep, supply moved higher. Here's the seller. Okay, nice balanced auction getting formed with a single print. Supply is moving higher. Clear this. Now overhead there is sellers, yeah, the overhead there is supply. So we looked below M period and failed, and we are continuing higher. So I'll also delete this. Okay, exactly to the tick, so the print is working fine now. Yeah, also HDFC Bank also reversed from 85 level. Okay, nice short covering seen, and VWAP is where I'm looking for a seller. So do we move out of previous days range? Let's see. This is where I'm looking for more sellers to come in, plus there is VWAP here. So let's see. This is where I'm looking for supply. Yep, sellers are coming in. So 362 is the level where sellers are coming in. And buyers are moving lower here. Yep, so some signs of sellers are seen. So this is a quick scalp. If you have taken, you can just get in, get out, get in, get out. Couple of seconds here and there. But yeah, this was nice. It moved out of balance, found sellers, and now it is again having some price stability, is again trying to move out of balance. So yeah, so this is now some chop expecting around the VWAP. So observe 362 now, the reaction at 362, how the price is reacting. And you can see where is the seller. So the ask is the seller, the bid is the buyer. Okay, supply shutting off at 260, 362. Okay, now again more sellers are coming in, they are getting trapped. Now I'm looking for continuation higher. So this is going to invite some buyers, because what they will be seeing is it has broken the VWAP, it will retrace towards VWAP. That's where they will be adding some positions, but I will not be doing that. I want 370 level to be broken. So 362 is where again some buying is happening, supply is shutting off. So seller at 372 now, 375. Yeah, so this level has broken. I am still not comfortable to take a long yet. So we have moved out of previous day's value, previous day's range. Supply has shut off at the cost basis. We also have cleared the previous single print. Okay, again we are still chopping here. So if it continues higher, I'm expecting next set of sellers at 43,400 to 43,010. See, that's why I was saying I'm not confident. Yeah, VWAP is getting flattened out. So those buyers who came in now, their stop losses will be getting hit. Yeah, their stop loss hunting will happen. Okay, so we are moving below previous day's high, again seeing supply shutting off and again moving higher. So this is a chop zone, so just wait and watch. Okay, so yeah, so 262 supply shutting off. I'm looking for new fresh supply at 390. So now it will go higher. 390 is where I'm looking for fresh new selling, and for 43,400 to 10, this 10-point range is where I'm looking for another set of sellers. Okay, it's still hovering around this particular zone. Okay, so a doji candle form. So supply overhead, supply shutting off below. 362 is still intact. I want a clean sweep, but it won't happen. So maybe if it breaks VWAP, observe at 334, the reaction at 334. So this is a short covering move. Again, there are trapped sellers in these two candles. So if it breaks VWAP, expect some responsive buying at 334. Okay, so I'm not seeing continuation higher. It is moving up, coming down, moving up, coming down. So let this auction get chopped. Let this auction get cleared itself. Okay. So sorry, I have to go. I have a 10 o'clock meeting. So thank you again. Do like, share, subscribe. I hope you learned something new today, and feel free to comment, share, like, and also subscribe to this particular channel. Yeah. Okay. Thank you once again. I'll see you day after tomorrow. Tomorrow I won't be coming live. So have a safe and amazing trading day, and I'll see you soon. Yeah. Take care. Thank you. Bye for now.